For another Marshall Fire victim, she's finding some of her sentimental belongings as debris removal picks up. Stephanie raised her two girls in their Sagamore home. She got the call on Friday that their address is coming up for clearing. She immediately felt the need to go back out one last time to sift through what's left.
It was emotional. I mean, I would say in some ways I'm just very numb with what's happening. But I was very grateful that there's movement moving forward. And in the same breath, I felt this huge need to get back out there to do one last sifting to see if we could find anything else.
She's uncovered the key to their front door, her childhood Mickey fork that she had journaled about missing, and then also the incense holder that she and her daughters bought on a special trip while she was fighting cancer. Stephanie ended up doing her fourth and final sift alone on Easter Sunday, but says she could not be more grateful with the treasures she found. Families impacted by the Marshall Fire have a really unique way to turn tragedy into art.
This is so cool. We were just talking about it during the commercial break. Can't wait to tell you more about it. We're with Jane Glotzer. She's a Boulder Mosaic Artist, here to talk about some of the free workshops going on this summer. So these are some examples of your work personally, but what you guys are doing is asking folks that were impacted by this to go out, the stories that we had earlier this morning, to their properties, find some of, the pieces that are left behind, and you're going to show them how to turn it into art. I like the way you put it, healing from the ashes, to put that together.
It's the name of our project, Healing from the Ashes. Colorado Mosaic Artists does a lot of community outreach, pro-bono projects, and we were trying to offer just a little bit of healing to the people impacted by the fire. I wasn't directly impacted, but I did lose my home when I was a teenager to a fire.
So you know,
understand what that feels like. And
so literally anything. So this is an example here of what looks to be maybe a dish, some sort of mirror, a key, some rocks,
pebbles from the landscape.
So whatever people, and hopefully everyone was able to find at least something, and whatever they can find, just trying to piece together to really just commemorate their lives and their past.
We're calling it a memory mosaic, just to offer maybe a little bit of healing, and art can touch emotions, and so we are offering this free workshop.
That's so cool.
In the summer, August 19th and 20th, out in Louisville, near where the fire happened. Colorado Mosaics at gmail.com for any kind of information or donation.
You have the Lutheran Church right there. There it is on the screen.
So that's where it'll happen. It'll happen at
the
the church there.
But the reason that we're talking to you today, because we ran stories throughout the morning that folks are just now going back to their properties before they go in with the demolition process.
Exactly.
So you want the folks to know now, hey, grab a few things. And again, as Ashley pointed out, I mean, it can be stones. It can be, you guys can make art really out of anything.
Anything. Mosaics, you can use anything. Gotcha. Break it up and put it back together in a new way. And we're calling for now, because we want to make sure you have an opportunity, they have an opportunity to retrieve some things and set them aside to maybe create something.
Well, they just started the federal help in terms of the cleanup yesterday, so a lot of people got notifications and went back one last time over the weekend. But it'll still take a few months, so plenty of time for the victims to get back out to their properties and salvage what they can. It's been incredible to hear their stories of what they're able to find and the simple things that now mean so much that maybe didn't mean as much before.
I mean, you lose all your physical possessions and you still have your memories, but it's nice to be able to set them into something and have a concrete.
Healing from the ashes. And Jane, you and a number of other artists, you're going to, for free, it's pro bono, as you mentioned, help these folks out. Give them something, maybe something as simple as this, just maybe to hang in their bathroom or something in the new home that they decide to build.
Exactly. We're going to provide all materials. We'll provide a cradle board, a little bit different than this. This was just a frame I had at home that I used to make something quickly for you guys, but a cradle board.
Cool.
And we will provide additional materials if people need to fill in.
And ideas. If I'd be sitting there like, Jane, I don't know what to do. You got to help me out with this. I'm not an artist.
Absolutely. There will be artists from Colorado Mosaic Artists.
Very cool. Very cool.
Awesome. Again, Colorado Mosaic Artists at gmail.com. Also, Colorado Mosaic Artists, or .org, I should say, for more information. Thank you for joining us this morning. And I hope people watching at home spread the word and that people can get out to that workshop in August.
Thanks for having me.